Good morning everybody, Tuesday the 8th of August, 6:30 in the morning, heading in to do my daily run, which of course is a little bit boring content wise, because I don't really do anything else nowadays, do I? But I do keep my eye on the feed for the Courier Exchange, and I do obviously participate and listen to the various chats. So I do like to think I've got me, finger on the pulse, so to speak. And one thing that I want to talk about the Courier Exchange this morning is that, are the shippers themselves drifting away from the Courier Exchange? Now, we all know there's a bit of a downturn in the economy, and that obviously is making things a little bit more difficult on there. And when there's less work posted, the prices become more and more competitive as the drivers are competing for less jobs, therefore driving the prices down. But one thing I have noticed is a definite upturn in companies, freight forwarders, etc., now offering the chance to deal with them direct. So as opposed to putting all their available work on the Courier Exchange, they are contacting drivers to ask them if they want to join their WhatsApp group or join their own particular, online schemes, so that when they post work, availability is made to those drivers who are registered with them before it goes on the Courier Exchange. Therefore, in theory, meaning that it's the work that no bugger wants will be going on to the Courier Exchange. Now, I know that Quickline, for example, have contacted some people I know asking if they'd be interested in joining their WhatsApp group. I believe some of the Speedy Freight franchises offer this. Carl Same Day, another quite big shipper nowadays, is offering people the chance to work with them direct. And then other smaller shippers have also contacted people who they've dealt with in the past and been happy with. Would you like to join my WhatsApp group? I got one myself off a shipper this week who I'd previously done a couple of jobs for, and I was invited to go into their WhatsApp group. Now, this particular one had actually stated in quite blunt terms the reason why they were doing it. They were sick of the standard of some of the drivers who were turning up to cover their work, be it co-loading, be it ill-mannered, be it late, be it not putting the tracker on. They were fed up with the fact that you were getting any kind of Charlie coming on and covering the work. We do know that there are certain syndicates that operate where one person has a CX membership, bids religiously for work, and then someone else completely turns up to do the job, sometimes are armed with just a screenshot or a screen grab of the job on the phone. Completely different person, driver, van. So it would seem that the shippers themselves recognise that the quality of drivers on the CX is falling. Not every driver, of course, and I'm sure the majority of drivers are good, but they don't want to take the chance, and they would sooner deal with drivers that they are happy with. So it begs the question, whose fault is all this? And the blame in some way has got to lie at the feet of the Courier Exchange itself. They don't police their system very well. As I said before, you see work posted where certain shippers are asking you to pick up people rather than goods, which of course is not allowed under your own insurance, so it shouldn't be allowed. And they must be aware, because I'm sure when shippers find different people picking up their goods that are supposed to pick up, they must report this to the CX, yet it still goes on. So if the CX begin to lose subscribers because people are fed up with using a system that's flawed, who's to blame? So, Courier Exchange, you need to get your act in order, or you're going to lose a load of work, because the shippers are going to bugger off and deal with people direct, and the subscribers are not going to bother purchasing memberships because there's not enough work on there, because the shippers are posting it direct to their own drivers or preferred drivers. So what do you think, everybody? Do you think that the CX are to blame a lot for their lack of policing of their system? I'd be interested to find out what everybody else thinks, but it is becoming apparent that it's becoming favoured by certain shippers to now just deal with their own drivers or preferred drivers. So give us your thoughts on this. But I think that if they're not very careful, the CX are going to find themselves with a lame duck on their hands soon. Anyway, I'll head in. Another day of, well, multi-dropping or routing. And again, I'm in a situation here, aren't I, where I am a preferred driver for this company. They do occasionally post work on the CX, as I've said before, but they prefer to deal with people they already know. And it's looking like this is becoming more and more apparent. Give us your thoughts.